Well, hey there, Gemini. Welcome to Zen Tarot. My name's Julie. We're going to do a tarot card reading for you, Gemini. We're going to take a look at your energy with this Capricorn full moon, July 10th. I know it's just past that, but this full moon energy is really going to stay with us. All the full moon energy is going to be really intense up until September. So I'm going to be looking at this full moon energy, hopefully month after month. If you like this reading, Gemini, don't forget to hit the like, share, and subscribe buttons. If you'd like a personal reading from me, I'm open for those. I will leave my information in the description box below. Let's get right to it, Gemini. This Capricorn full moon is activating your 8th house, which is the realm of emotional depth, transformation, intimacy, and energetic entanglement. So, wow, I can't wait to get into this. It's going to be kind of an emotional purging for you. So that's going to be a real core theme throughout this full moon energy up until the full moon, where relationships may be under review, especially those that involve your shared resources. So that's the entanglements that Spirit is talking about here, and the shadow work that goes along with that, especially around control, vulnerability, or avoidance. So yeah, okay, let's take a look here. We're going to start with an Osho Zen Tarot card for Up in the Ether. We're going to get an overall theme for this reading. Spirit, tell me about Gemini and the Capricorn full moon. Tell me about Gemini and an Osho Zen Tarot card. Excuse me. Gemini. Projections. There's those emotional entanglements, those things that are tripping you up or getting in your way here. There's a kind of a debate going on, a back and forth going on about maybe resources or maybe investments in each other, or who's giving more. Maybe there's a competition happening between you and another of who's giving more, or who's sacrificing more, or who's giving up more, or who's putting in more. So there's just kind of this debate or this back and forth going on about investment. And the Rebel, there you are, representing Gemini energy here. I love this. Number 4, the 4 of Swords coming out. There is a need to rest here after the battle. And there's been a battle. You've been in battle mode anyway. You've been on guard. You've had your defenses up. You've had your arguments all laid out here, all in perfect manner. And somebody's coming in and kind of challenging you about the things that you have learned here. All right, let's see. Let's get you an animal spirit guide for Up in the Ether. What kind of animal spirit energy is walking with Gemini through this full moon in Capricorn? Ooh, the giraffe spirit. See the bigger picture. The fox spirit, think on your feet. Number 27 and number 9 it converts to, an ending. But look at the root chakra. Oh, look, this is number 29, converts to an 11, master number 11. But look at this root chakra energy showing up here right into the sacral chakra. So things opening up, that undertow in your belly, kind of opening up, kind of stirring, where you want more passion, you want more love, you want more intensity in the relationship, but not the competition. You're really ready to let go of the competition. This is another Gemini card, and to step into much more of a reciprocal relationship here. I hope you can see those. I'm on kind of a makeshift desk for a little bit here. Frog spirit, clear out the clutter. Number 28 converts to a 10 here. So it's time to clear out the clutter, clear out the garbage, the things that are getting in your way, or that you're trying to prove right, or that you're trying to impress upon someone else, just really trying to tell someone who you are, and instead of just showing them, instead of just saying, okay, wait and see, you're just really trying to instill a message to someone here. It gets you very emotional, gets you all up in your head, gets you all up in your feels and your emotions, because you're really, really trying to get them to see things your way. Wombat spirit, be at home. Number 68 coming through. What is that? A 14, which converts to a 5 here. The wombat spirit, be at home. Are you not feeling at home? Are you not feeling like you can just relax or be you, and you're trying to escape something here? Maybe. We're going to definitely get more into that, but there's a need to draw out, to expand up, to see the bigger picture here, not get so lost in the details. The wasp spirit, I always have a hard time saying that. I have a little bit of a lisp. So try saying wasp spirit 3 times. See how you do. Number 64 converts to a 10, which is a number 1, a brand new beginning, a fresh start in something. It's like you got stuck in the honey, you got stuck in the sweet sauce there, and now you're trying to escape it. It's just you're tired of defending why it's sweet or why it should feel good or why it does feel good. You're done defending or fighting someone else's battles here. It just feels like you were stuck. You were stuck in the sludge of something, and you've escaped. You have found the escape route, and you're not going back to help anyone out because you're afraid you're going to get stuck there again. Don't go down that rabbit hole again. All right, let's take a look at the Everyday Witch Tarot cards for you, Gemini. We're going to take a look at the mind, the heart, and the soul space here. We're going to start up in the mind. I want to see what you've been avoiding. This full moon is asking you to really, really look at yourself, to go inward. And you've been avoiding some things. You've been avoiding thinking about some things. I can tell that with this. Think on your feet, be at home. It's just like you're trying to avoid something so you can be at home, so you can force the comfort, or so you can force the way it should feel. So let's take a look at that. What thought have you been avoiding? What truth? Let's ask that. What truth have you been avoiding in the mind space? What truth have you been avoiding, Gemini? The Queen of Pentacles, look at this being the queen of your own home, being the royalty in your own home here, feeling like you deserve to be there or you belong there, a sense of belonging coming in with the Queen of Pentacles. Queen of Pentacles represents financial security and real security, not living on someone else's dime or living on someone else's couch. That's just really insecure. You're feeling like what's next, what's coming next. You want to feel like you are home, that wherever you go, there will be a home base to go to here. So you're creating this beautiful, beautiful home for yourself, or this escape for yourself, or this way to this place where you can be yourself. It's almost like you're escaping to another town for the day and you're being exactly who you want to be. But then there's this feeling of, oh God, I got to go home. I got to go be that person again. It's almost feeling like an old costume that you keep having to put on every day, or a uniform. Sometimes that can feel like a costume when you have to put on this uniform every day, this identifier of who you are. Like the HVAC man, right? You got to put your name tag on, and it's just like, wow, I don't want to wear my name tag everywhere I go anymore. I'm so done with this is who I am. I'm the waitress, I'm the tech, I'm the, you're introducing yourself at everyone's door. This is who I am. It's just, you're so done with it. It feels like this old heavy suit that you're ready. It's just, you've outgrown it. You've outgrown it. You want financial independence. You want to do this without having to wear your name on your wear your badge everywhere you go to announce that this is who I am. That identifier, you've been escaping that. You're taking off the badge, taking off the identifier. That's beautiful. I love that. Well, where are you heading into now that you have this new kind of identity? Where are you going now in the thoughts with this new identity? Where are you going? Ace of Swords, I see. Ooh, Knight of Wands, a brand new adventure coming in. The Lovers, there you are again. Gemini, you are represented all over this reading with the projections here, with the Rebel, and now with the Lovers coming through here. Ace of Swords, wow, do you have an idea or an inspiration or a eureka moment coming for you? When you walk away from the known, that thing that makes you feel scorched or burned or on fire all the time. It's just like this constant fire on your back. Maybe you have a job that has a lot of pressure on you, or you're on this clock where you have to be, it's like the UPS driver. You have, 2 minutes to do this. And if you don't, you're going to get penalized. And so you are just by the clock here, and you have to clock in and clock out. It's just such a miserable existence. Trust me, I've been there. I'm still there. But you are breaking free from this idea that you're worth so much an hour. It's like, why do billionaires get to be worth, hundreds of thousands of dollars an hour, and I'm making my measly, 15 an hour? Why is that fair? Why is that fair? You're breaking free of that stereotype, of that identity, of that maybe worker bee mode identity with the Wasp. Maybe you feel stung, or you feel like unseen or unheard, or just like another number going by, and they don't care what skills skills you have. They don't care what you have to contribute here. And you are walking out of that, walking out of being unseen, of being just another number or another voice in the soup of complaints, right? The complaint department. Maybe you're head of the complaint department. You're just like, wow, if I hear one more complaint ad nauseum, I'm just going to be nauseous myself. Like I can't hear one more complaint. You're going for financial success, financial freedom here. You're stepping out into the unknown, something very unfamiliar. The Knight of Wands is an apprenticeship card. So you're stepping into an apprenticeship here, learning something new, getting back to yourself. And who, you know, I was talking about this in one of the other readings where, you know, you're younger and you just get your degree and you're out of college or you're out of high school and you don't want to go to college and you think, okay, I'm just going to work down at the Circle K until I figure out what I want to do. And 20 years have gone by and you're still working at the Circle K. I mean, maybe you're the manager now or you own it now, but you're still there. It's just like, do I want to do this the rest of my life? Is this really that in the meantime became my life career, my life's path here? And I'm walking away from that. There's got to be something better. It's got to be something better than this having to get up at 4 a.m. to make the donuts every day. Someone's got to make the donuts. But it's not going to be me any longer. You're really walking away from something that had you in this uniform. Look at this cape. It's just like Superman could never be Clark Kent. He could never thrive as Clark Kent. It was always Superman that got all the accolades, while Clark Kent was the loser, was the idiot among the team of reporters there, right? Just Clark Kent could never shine, and it was always about Superman. And now you're just letting Clark Kent shine. It's just, here I am. Superman is dead. I killed him in his sleep. Let's take a look at the heart. What emotion have you been suppressing, Gemini? What emotion have you been suppressing in the heart space? What have you been suppressing that is waking up now? Oh my God, look at this power. This power you have suppressed because maybe you didn't want to be the boss, or you didn't want to make the rules, or you didn't want to have to make the payroll and be the one responsible for that. But this is what it's pushed you to. It's pushed you absolutely to boss mode, to leader mode, to doing this on your own, to being independently owned and operated. You have all the skills you need. You have all the resources you need. Spirit has given you everything you need to succeed and thrive here, instead of playing the blame game, or that you can't, instead of arguing for your limitations here. My God, look at this Hierophant, this commitment. You're committing to something. This is full on commitment here. Full on commitment. 8 of Swords, getting out of your own head, and the 3 of Swords comes out in reverse in the heart space. All right, well, Gemini, your grief is over. Your grief is over. You've spent a long time grieving, a long time saying goodbye, sacrificing your life in the meantime. In the meantime, you've done a lot of the in the meantime, and now it's like thunder. It's like your past and your future is colliding in the right now, and it's this thunderous roar that you can feel, you can hear. It's just deafening, this thunderous roar of change coming for you. Massive, massive change now that you're on the other side of grief. You have surpassed the intense grief that all of us will go through. It's just absolutely a period of grief, and it's the greatest transformer in the world. But it's, if you can escape it, some people go their whole lives grieving and never realize that they have really gone in the meantime. They're going to grieve now, and they're going to or they're going to cry later. They're going to grieve later, and they suppress it, and then one day it's going to rear its ugly head. You've allowed it to rear its ugly head in your life here. You've allowed yourself to process it. You've allowed yourself to live in it, to live with it. And now it's transformed you. And now you're on a new quest, a new journey. You're going to take it with you, like that precious, sacred feeling that it is. Getting out of your own head finally. You've been in your own head for too long here, trying to prove your point, or prove why you should be here, or why you're here. Maybe people are questioning you. Are you still there? Are you still at the Circle K? You're so tired of defending yourself. Well, yeah, things didn't work out. Somebody passed away. I got sick. They got sick. I had to take care of so-and-so. You know, you have all these reasons, and it's like, yes, I'm here right now, but I'm leaving. I quit. Oh, you are getting so ready to change your life right now, Gemini. You're so done with defending your life here. All right, let's take a look. Do we need any advice? I need some advice on this new powerful transformation that's going on in your heart space here, because this is thunderous. It is thunderous with the Magician and the Hierophant. It can be felt in everyone around you. So I need some advice. I need some advice in the heart space for Gemini for this massive transformation that can be heard, felt. Five of Cups. Look at this. You got to let go of the regrets, of the disappointments, of the things that didn't work out, Gemini. There's somebody that seems to be pointing this out to you all the time. There seems to be something at home, something in your home environment that seems to make you feel like you haven't done enough, or you haven't contributed enough, or you're still in the same place, or things aren't moving with you, or you're stagnant. There seems to be this kind of disappointment of an energy around you here, and you're breaking free from that. You're breaking free from that. It's really a mirror. It's their own disappointments, their own failures. Every time they're screaming something at you, you haven't done enough, you haven't contributed enough, you haven't helped enough. It's their own mirror reflection coming right back at them. They're looking at themselves. They're looking at their own contributions. What they've demanded of you, they are demanding of themselves, and they feel like they haven't lived up to those demands. So they're feeling very imposter-like every time they're throwing that insult at you, or they're throwing that suggestion at you. It's making them feel like an imposter because they're not living up to that themselves. And that's the reason why they're coming at you so hard. So just understand that you are allowed to grieve, that you are allowed to have some quiet time, that you're allowed to have some privacy and some time to figure things out, to process the grief you've gone through here. And there is no timeline for that. If you've been grieving for a little while and someone says it's time to get over it, they're not understanding. They haven't been there. They haven't experienced it yet, but they will. And maybe somebody will be pushing them out of it, maybe not. But it's all up to us. It's absolutely an internal journey that only we can dictate how long that takes. But you're breaking free of that anyway. It's just like now you're laughing out the door. It's just like, wow, you really feel that about yourself. I can clearly see that I am your mirror, and I'm shattering that. I'm shattering this mirror image that I seem to be carrying wherever I go. You know, they say that everyone's a mirror to us, that they're reflecting back to us what we are feeling. And if that's the case, then how are we getting into this back and forth here? Maybe we're the mirror for them. Maybe that's it. Maybe that's it. But you're letting go of the disappointments, of the failures. You're just like, yeah, I failed. And so have you. You're finally putting it back onto them for them to look at their own failures and their own things that have not worked out here. So that's a beautiful, you're putting the responsibility back on someone that they've tried to put that on you, and you're just putting it right back. Just, I'm rubber, you're glue. Whatever you say bounces off me and sticks to you. It's a beautiful, just a severing of the argument, a severing of the competition, a severing of the trying to push each other to be better in some kind of codependency way here. And it's just not working. You're both just feeling like failures. So you're moving away from that. Moving away from that. This lover's energy just kind of tilted upside down into that devil energy, where the codependency now it's you have to do better than me, or I will do better than you. It's just almost like the competition took over. But you're moving away from that. You're moving away, and when the competition moves away, people are forced to look at themselves and their own achievements instead of pointing out everyone else's faults. Let's take a look at what part of you is being reborn in the everyday. What part of you in the foundation now? We're looking at the soul now, the foundation now. What part of you is being reborn? Look at this, the burdens you've carried here. You're letting them go one by one by one by one. You're changing your foundation here and what you're willing to hold on to. Insults, I've heard this. You know, it's like somebody's batting a ball at you, batting an insult at you, just batting it at you, just coming at you. It's okay to not pick up that insult and throw it back. It's okay to let it fall to the ground where it belongs. It doesn't belong in your heart. It doesn't belong in your mind. It doesn't belong in your space here. So it's okay to keep scrolling when someone is saying something you're not agreeing with on social media. It's okay to just keep scrolling, to not have to put in your 2 cents or why they're wrong. It's okay to not have to school people or not have to teach people. Because I tell you, Gemini, they're going to come back at you with a million other facts that you're going to have to dispute now or dispel now. And it's too much time. It's too much energy. You don't have to prove everyone's point. You certainly don't have to try to defend a fight that's not yours. It's not your fight. It's not your hill to die on here. So it's time to rise up. It's time to rise above, see the bigger picture, like giraffe spirit is telling you to do here, and to not get caught up in the details, not get lost in the fight here, it has you carrying too many of their burdens, too many of their things that they want to explain or they want to prove. For sure. Well, that's a world of that going on right now. All of this fake news and false information. It's like you can't believe anything anymore, so you don't believe anything. But there are some universal truths that are coming to light to you. There's some universal understandings that we are all in this together, and they have us pitted against each other and fighting against each other and dividing us all the way down to our gender, for God's sakes. It's time to just really let the competition go. Let who's better than who go. This is a class war. It always has been a class war, the haves and the have-nots. And don't let that energy survive or thrive in any way, shape, or form, to think that you're, looking down at other people because maybe they don't have as much as you. And it's just like, wow, where you are, I too shall be. Where you are, I once was. Where I am, you too shall be. We are all in this together. We are all in the same class as humans. Don't let them take our humanness from us. And it starts with these debates. It starts with these arguments, these proofs of that we are right here. So let go of the argument itself. Let go of the need to show anyone proof of anything. The proof is in the stars. Excuse me, here I knocked off my whole stage. Nine of Pentacles, look at this independence now. You're moving into a much more independent, much more away from the argument, away from the fight. You're rising up from it. You're not going to let that dictate how you feel any longer. You're really taking your own feelings into your own hands here. So that is beautiful. That's beautiful. You're not handing over your happiness to someone else. Oh, if you can agree with me, then we can move on and we can laugh and have fun together. But you got to agree with me first, right? You're that rebel with a cause. But no, you don't have to surround yourself with like-minded beings. It's time for all of us to say, okay, let's agree to disagree, because our relationship is not worth this argument. So it's priorities of what we're willing to let go of, to just really let go of, not even know what party someone is in, not even know what religion they are, not even know the undertows of their decision making here or their value system here. It's so much better to just judge the character in front of you, judge the person in front of you, of how they are acting with you right there in that moment, instead of how they are online or how they are at work, or how it's just these personality shifts coming in. It's you standing in your true authentic light no matter where you are. You don't have to escape cities to be someone new. You're being that right at home now. Right at home now. When somebody brings up the topic that's really you feel this jump in now, this need to throw that back at them. You're just like, yeah, it doesn't matter. Does it matter? Does it matter what they think about that? Does it matter what I think about that? Is this really my hill to die on? You're just letting it go, letting the argument go for the sake of happiness, for the sake of understanding, for the sake of compassion, for the sake of joy and thriving here. You're letting it go. Spirit, what is your advice? What is your advice? Let's get a last card of advice for Gemini for this full moon in Cancer energy. What is your advice? Page of Wands. Oh, Gemini, you are on a brand new adventure. Such the minimalist now. You're just heading out on your own. This is an independent spiritual quest that you're on now, without the drudgery, without the conversation, without the same conversation, same different day, same conversation. You're so done with some kind of conversation or some kind of argument or some kind of debate. You're rising up. You're really seeing the bigger picture now, understanding it's not worth it. It's not worth it. I'm not going to forsake today to prove to somebody I'm right, and then sitting there in my own self-righteousness. Like, that's no fun. I don't want to do that anymore. I'm going to find some common ground. And I'm not going to throw that insult back. I'm going to let it drop to the ground. Let it wither away and die. I don't have to pick it up, and I certainly don't have to throw it back. self-mastery with the Eight of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. You are off on an apprenticeship now. You're learning something new. You're on a new path, a new quest, a new journey, and it's lighting you up inside. It's starting at the root chakra. It's just you're walking this new path with no preconceived notion of where that path is leading you. You're letting spirit guide you. You're only getting your news from spirit now. It's not coming from anywhere else, because you just got into this too much debate. Debate class is over, Gemini. Time to start living, time to start experiencing, and stop trying to talk about things that you haven't experienced yet. That's what someone coming at you is doing. They're talking about things to you that you've experienced and they haven't experienced yet. So it feels shallow, it feels authentic, and you need to be authentically you standing in your own life. All right, Gemini, if you like this reading, don't forget to hit the like, share, and subscribe buttons. Gemini, I'm sending you all my love and light, and I will definitely tune in with you soon.